the last few years, collective research has debunked the popular myths that a high-fiber diet lifestyle can cause unfinished housework, late dinners, and neglected family members. In fact, continuing studies show that a high-fiber diet lifestyle may significantly improve the disposition of a crafter, creating a more contented home life. Furthermore, continued exposure can develop an ability to endure meetings, waiting rooms, school functions, and sporting events without experiencing the kind of boredom it makes one want to consume lead paint. Here are just a few ways one can properly increase daily fiber intake. Visit your local yarn store or shop online. Join online fiber communities. Tour sheep or alpaca farms. Attend fiber festivals. Or listen to the High Fiber Diet podcast. Please remember to spread your fiber intake throughout the day rather than trying to get it all in one shot. Stretching and resting is important, and your body will thank you.
Hi, this is Kagi, and welcome to the High Fiber Diet. Welcome back to all those who have been here before, and welcome to those that are new. If this channel makes it to your okay and you make it to the end, please like and subscribe. Let's get into it. It's been an adventurous week here, so lots of stuff going on. First thing, I finished my Fosette Crop, and of course mine is not cropped. It has been blocked, easy to block, and everything is finished. I did short sleeve and I did it a bit longer. I did do short rows, so I added that to the pattern, and I did not do bobbles, nor did I do the, I think it was a linen stitch that I just didn't care for, so I changed it, like you can, because it's knitting and you own it, and it does fit wonderfully. And if I can figure out all the things of editing, I will put in a picture. So this is finished. This was done out of bee woolen in pumpkin pie, shepherd's wool in brown, and Sweet Mountain Crafts in, I believe, Spring Storm, but I might be wrong on that, but it was a storm colorway. And those are the three colors that I chose, and I did add an extra skein of the shepherd's wool to make it longer. I really like the way this has knit up, but it is way too warm here in South Dakota for me to wear it, so that will be fall. Sometime in fall for me to wear that. I think that is my only finished object right now. I have almost finished another turtle romper, and the turtle romper is by, let me see if there's a name on this, Lucia Ruiz de Aguirre, I believe. And all I have to do is put on the buttons for this to become done, and this will go off to my massage therapist is pregnant right now, so I have this and a little blanket that will go off to her. And the buttons that I will be using for the body are these light brown, and an even lighter brown for the top will be this honey colored. And she said she was really going with browns and blues, so that works for me. I had the buttons in my stash, I got those. So this will be finished. I did this out of, I don't even remember which yarn. I know it's an acrylic, it's a lot like Red Heart, but it's washable. So if you saw my reel over on Instagram, one of my things with baby stuff is they're always like, oh, don't put them in acrylics, you're gonna, you know, the baby it'll melt on the baby. Well, if there's a fire, get the baby out of the fire and you don't have to worry about that. That's just how I go with that. Don't set your babies on fire. I'm good with that. The next thing I'm working on is I have gotten to the point where I'm just on Body Slog Island of the Whitmoor. And let me see, can I unravel it. And that's the back. There's the front. So I am just going rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds, and this is done in Hobby Friends in the mohair silk and the merino. And so these are the two colors I'm using. It is coming out fabulous in its color. It's just when I want to knit in the round, and that's where I am on a lot of my sweaters right now. I didn't bring out Sarge's white buffalo sweater. I have started it. I'm just on the raglans. There's nothing to show other than I started and I'm on the raglans. But that's one that it's very heavy and very big needles, so I work on it occasionally right now. No main AC means I'm not working with heavy wool right now. This one I can work on in the early morning. What I have picked up instead is I had some skeins of old knit crate yarn. This is Uru yarn, cotton basic, which is 100% Pima cotton. I have it both in the hustle color and in the pavement color. And so I'm liking the way these are coming together, and I decided to start a Tolsta tee. Now my Tolsta tee is a little bit different. I decided not to do ribbing like I've done on a million other sweaters. I did instead a seed stitch start because it's just gonna be there. It's cotton, it's not gonna really suck in, it's cotton. So I did seed stitch to start, and then I put in the short row shaping in the hustle colorway. Let's see, how can I get this? Here we go. And so I have it separated, and it's on the reglans where I'm going to be doing, I think I decided on 5. The top one was 3 because of the amount in the back that was short rows, but I think I'm gonna do 5 rows per stripe, and it'll be short sleeve. And again, I'll use as much yarn as I can. I have 3 skeins of the gray and 3 skeins of the pink, or is it 2 skeins of the pink? 3 skeins of the gray, 2 skeins of the pink. And I will see how far I can get on this and just make it as long as I can. So that's the Tolsta tee by, yeah. I have it, I just don't have it on me. Let's see. Crabea Knitting, Crabea Designs. I think it's Chloe, but I'm not sure on her last name. That's the pattern. Another raglan that I have going is of my own design. Nothing special. That's just yarn, so that isn't going to show you anything. Where's my other one? There it is. And this is out of my slub yarn, my own hand dyed. I used to dye yarn, I don't anymore. But this is just a basic raglan with short rows in the back. And I have separated for the sleeves. And again, I am on Body Slog Island. I slog more on bodies than I do on sleeves, so a little bit different there, but I'm really liking the way this is coming out. I'm still not even done with the first skein, and I'm just gonna put a little cap sleeve on it, nothing major, and I'm going to knit down at least 13 inches before ribbing, which is what I like, and everybody's a little bit different. I will come back and probably do a single crochet neckline, and this will fit perfectly. Come in, you can see some of the striping in there. I'm just letting the yarn do what the yarn's doing, and that's how it's going to be. Everything that I have going right now are knit on chiagus that I've shown you so far. This next item that I have is not on chiagus. It is on a Jimmy Beans pair of needles. I got it in the birthday box. It's a 4.5. What I am making up is not that one. It's called the Streamline Tank, and this is by Two of Wands, and it's a free pattern, or you can pay for the PDF. I paid for the PDF. She put enough into it. I like it. I'm gonna pay for it. So it's a tank top. I had seen some Kobu yarn, and I've never worked with Kobu yarn. And this is from Lion Brand, and it is in this lovely pale pink. And it is 51% cotton, 49% rayon from Bamboo. And I heard a lot of information that it was splitty and not to use metal needles and not to this, that, and the other, and everybody knits differently. So my go-to for a bamboo type yarn is normally a sticky wood. Well, these needles, I believe they're from Knitter's Pride. I think that's who Jimmy Beams Wool gets their needles from. It came in a birthday box last year. Well, I'm using them. I'm really liking them because this is knit flat. So this is the front or the back, and then I knit another one for the front or the back. And I'm not finding it slippery at all, and I'm not finding it splitty at all. I mean, maybe it's the way I knit. I don't know. I'm not continental. I'm not really English. I'm a flicker. I hold it in my right hand. I kind of do this motion. I don't let go and turn it. And I don't pick in and out. Now I can do combination knitting for if I'm doing stranded, but really I'm a right hand knitter, but I'm not a thrower. I just kind of flick over the end of the needle and allow the shaft of the needle to make my tension. I am about 5 inches into it, and I'm really liking this pale color. It has good stitch definition, and I am not rowing out on my knits or my purls. So you can see that those are all pretty good. Am I perfect? No, sometimes I'm, you know, more tension than not. But the wonderful thing about blocking is when you block it properly, it's gonna get rid of that anyways. So I'm not worried about that. I did pick up 5 skeins. I don't know if that is too much or too little, but that's what I had, and then I found a pattern. That's all they had in this color. I thought about picking up because I have a crocheted top that I want to do that calls for Kobu, but I wanted to try knitting it first before I tried crocheting it. And I'm really liking the way it's knitting up. It's very silky and soft. We'll see how it washes. But I will go back and get 7 colors to make up the crochet top that I'm looking at doing. And that's another free pattern. I don't know if I grabbed it or not. Let me look. It takes just a second. It might be saved on my Safari. So, patterns. Yep, it's called the Maria Crochet Top, and it's by Originally Lovely. And so I will be going back and getting more yarn for this. Ads and all, right? No, I'll probably buy the PDF so I can mark it up and make it easy. But it's a simple granny striped sweater. I did start with this yarn. I was using my Crazy from Stonehenge, and I started a granny in the round top that has a round yoke, and when I got it going, it ruffled so much that I did not continue on with it. I know it's one of those hot right now kind of things, but I went and looking for a better pattern, because even if it's in the round, if it ruffles right here, it's not going to fit the rest of your body very well. So that's really where it is. I changed to that one, and I will be knitting that up, but I'm going to knit it in the Kobu and not out of this. I'm going to discover something else for this. This is sport weight. I may use this Crazy for color work in a sport weight sweater or something like that. So it'll be moving on down the road. Sorry about that, had to break there. Sarge decided to text me about a few things, and he's getting paperwork done, so we had to get that done. I don't have a whole lot this week to talk about. We did go up to the 75th celebration at Crazy Horse. That is the celebration of the 75th year after the first blast. And they did unveil the hand, and I'll try and put in a video of that. It's kind of shaky, so I'm sorry, but we were standing on the deck and that was about it. It's nothing official, but they did the unveiling, and that was kind of cool. It was nice to see some of my past coworkers and, you know, have a moment. We had lunch there, and then we left and went to Mount Rushmore. And Mount Rushmore is just always awe-inspiring to me. It's, you know, it is what it is. And we spent about an hour there, and then decided, well, are we going to go for dinner, or are we going to go, you know, what are we going to do? Well, we were right next to Custer State Park. And since we've lived here, we haven't seen much of bison. And we decided, you know what, we're just going to go. We're going to see the animals if they're there. It's around feeding time. We'll get dinner afterwards. Well, we went through the park, and we were like, kind of, okay, we've seen some animals. We haven't seen much. We saw one bison. And then we were like, you know what, we're just going to go through the loop, and we'll see it on the other side. Well, when we were getting ready to turn to go through the loop to head into Custer and get dinner, we were stopped by a couple in a car going, you know, waving us down, and they said, you need to turn up this road. There is a huge amount of bison up here. So we turned up that road, and we came upon a herd, and there were hundreds and hundreds of bison, and it was just wow to watch the babies, the calves, the cows, the bulls, yeah, they were all eating, they were all calm. We stayed very quiet. I actually FaceTimed my sister, because since I've been here, all she's saying is, have you seen the buffalo? Have you seen the buffies? And we hadn't seen them. And so I was like, okay, I have to get her on the phone. So immediately when we FaceTimed, I went, shh, because we had our windows down, and we didn't want the noise spooking. And she saw him, and she was just, you know, as much in awe as we were. And so I have some video clips. I'll also add that. We tried not to do any talking, little bits of, oh, there's a baby there, or something like that. So you will see that. I'm not going to put music over it or anything, because I find music and videos annoying, so I don't do them. I've also been packing quite a bit. We made a life decision for our family, and we will be moving. And so at this point in time, we've secured a home, and we have given notice to our landlord. It won't be for a little while, about a month and a half. And we will be moving to Michigan. And I don't know what that's going to mean or what that's going to entail in all sorts of things, but right now it is the best for us. We love South Dakota, don't get us wrong, it's just not home. Great place to visit for us. For you, if you're here, hey, that's your thing. We just, our family is where we need to be at this point in time, and so that's where we're going. So on the job front, I'm studying for my exam. I have that on the 24th. I have an interview tomorrow for a job, and things are moving forward in different positions. So I've got my fingers crossed on a lot of things, a lot of prayers to God and all that. Yeah. So I think this is going to be short and sweet this week. I may come in next week depending on what I get finished and what I decide to make or whatever. And you'll see me as you see me with this move and life happenings right now. So until next time, check your checkbook before starting a high fiber diet. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on Instagram. Bye.
I said it wrong. It's up there first. It's not expecting that. Alright. The hand of the great Lakota leader that you see from nearly a mile away is monumental in every sense of the word. The surface area of what we have completed or have nearly done so is approximately 3,193.12 square feet, a bit smaller than a full-size basketball court.
Me too.